Today on Hopped Up Beer Review, we are going to review Space Goat from Big Sky Brewing out of Missoula, Montana. Welcome to Hopped Up. Thank you for joining us. If you've seen some of our previous videos, thanks for coming back and watching some more. This is the show where we give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about the beer we are drinking. So today, what are we going to be reviewing?
Well, today we have Space Goat. It's a pale ale from Big Sky Brewing Company out of Missoula, Montana. It's 5% ABV with 40 IBUs. So there.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all I got. It's got a cool can. I really like the graphics on the can. I do appreciate the beer. I'm sometimes influenced by beer, by what the can looks like, and maybe the style. But
yeah. And a great quote there. We make water fun.
Yeah,
Agreed.
They actually, I picked this up in Colorado in a mix pack, and all of their cans on the back say "We make water fun." It's just a beer from a brewery I'd never had any of them, so yeah. I felt like let's pick it up and give it a shot. And
I wonder what the significance is there. I don't know if y'all can see that.
Yeah, 3777.
3777. So yeah, date of March 7th, 77. We'll have to maybe look that up in the future.
Yeah, I like when breweries put a little effort into their cans too. Like the little things like where they put the percentage of alcohol. It's the state of Montana around it. Just little stuff like that, taking pride in where you're from. I know.
And it's a real can. It's not a stick-on.
Yeah, the Yalabusha Brewing Company that was in Water Valley before they closed down. I thought was pretty cool. The scan code, whatever you call them, UPC or whatever. It was shaped in the state of Mississippi on it. Nice. And cool. Stuff like that's pretty neat, add a little flair to it.
Something to do while you're drinking the beer, right?
Something to analyze it.
It's just like when you eat cereal.
I was just about to say that. Growing up, it's like, you eat back a cereal box. What am I eating? Xanthan gum. Yeah, xanthan gum's pretty good.
There we go.
It's all those personal touches. Like Ben loves the bottle caps and the way they do those. So let's crack this bad boy and drink.
Yeah, let's get this open. Let's see what goat tastes like.
And I don't know if this is just because of Montana. I have this glass out sometimes, my beer glass with the half deer, half bear. So it's a good glass for a Montana beer.
It's a hybrid.
It is.
I think it's perfect, man. That's got a great, nice pale ale color. I don't know if y'all can see that one, but got the nice carbonation, the bubbles flowing up. Andy, not as much head this time. Look at you.
You're getting better. Getting better.
It's not my goal to get less. I think it was just the beer. Sometimes the beers, they don't do it. Got more than good.
Mates.
Cheers.
Cheers, mates. Like a traditional pale ale.
That's what I say. That tastes like beer.
Yeah. I think they hit it pretty good.
Yeah. When you think of a pale.
Yep.
Right here.
It's got the hops and the malt.
Yeah.
And,
but it didn't go, it didn't go too high on the hops, because some pales I have had that are, I was like, well, this tastes more like an IPA on a certain sense. But
what did you say the IBUs were?
It's 40.
40? That's about right.
And I just noticed how I mean, it's clear, it's clean. It's, I mean, I know, again, we're talking about a pale ale and not an IPA or a hazy, but I mean, it's nice and clean and
very filtered.
Yeah.
Looks like closer to like a lager or something like that.
Yeah.
Or almost a pilsner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pills. Just, we're in sync.
Is that Reese again?
Maybe.
Yeah.
She comes out for certain beers.
She likes the goat.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I couldn't find much information about Big Sky Brewing. They've started in 1995. And a lot of their, it was a little bit about the story. It was like a couple of guys. One was a brewmaster and one was a bartender at this brewery pub, or a brew pub maybe, or at a restaurant. And they met up with this other guy who was a business partner, and they got this brewery going. And they got one of their aunts or something, one family member, to draw or paint. She was an artist and paint a lot of the animals of Montana. And so they based their beers off of the local fauna. And they just made up the names, what came up to them. So Space Goat is what Crystal and Galaxy hops. So it's got, you can taste a little bit of the citrus tones to it as well. But
yeah, I was going to ask where the space came from on the portion.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. The Galaxy hops.
Galaxy hops. That makes sense. So that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
And along with the can, it's got the goat as an astronaut. So like it. Very creative.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one of the other ones that I'm really excited to try from this brewery is the Moose Drool. The brown ale. So it's another great name. So obviously they got really creative with that, and I wish I had kind of the box that it came in with me here. It's just kind of I think they called it the Campfire series or something, where it's just an interesting marketing. I think it's interesting that they've been around since '95, though, and we can't find too much information about some of these things. This beer in particular, and the brewer itself. But maybe it's a more limited distribution, just and maybe more regional.
Yeah, they said they are in. The majority of the states are west of the Mississippi, except for Louisiana and Arkansas.
Interesting. They got all the way over. They get close, huh?
Yeah.
That's interesting distribution. So.
Yeah.
Well,
all right. Well, let's.
Has anybody had this?
No.
All right.
Brand new.
Well, Jay, since you seem to have the majority of what we have, what do you rate it as?
I think it's a solid pale ale. Like you said, not too hoppy. Almost on the verge of a Pils, or where I would put it, not quite on a lager, but more of a Pils. I give it a solid 7. I definitely drink it again. It'd be a great summertime beer or post-exercise beer, something like that at a 5%. Easy to go down. Appreciate it, Ben.
Andy, you can go ahead.
Yeah. Jay and I are on the right path. I'm going to give this a 7. I like it. If it's hitting 7s, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to drink it. And I too am in agreement that a beer is great after a run. Oh, yeah. And so this would be one. It's a little light and refreshing. So yeah, if I was on a hash or going on a run and going to the finish line and where they're serving beers, I'd get the Space Goat. It's a good one. So 7 for me.
Yep. I think a lot of agreement here. I think, you guys mentioned it's a very light beer. It's great flavor, I think. I'm going to go 7.5, just to be a little bit different. But I think that, again, this is one that I would like to have again. And I'm kind of upset that I gave you the other two that came in the box. So, but no, I think it's good. And if I like to run, then maybe I would have one after a run. Since I don't, I'll just skip the run and drink the beer instead.
I didn't say I like to run. Just do it. It's bittersweet.
All right, that gives us a 7.2 for the Space Goat Pale Ale out of Big Sky Brewing Company from Montana. So all in all, I think a good pale ale for you to pick up if you come across it. I think we have enjoyed this one. So you guys, if you enjoy what we're doing here, as always, please like, subscribe, and comment, and also cheers that notification bell so you can see some more of our videos in the future. For Jay and Andy in the attic, I am Ben, and cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.